Hello, it's Foreign News O'Clock on Allnews Nigeria. I am Okwemi Olugbemi. Here are the headlines for today. Best player in football history, Pele dies. How Pele united the world. Joe Biden signs $1.66 trillion FY government funding bill. Now the news in details. Brazilian football legend Pele, arguably the greatest player in football history, has died at the age of 82. He is credited with scoring a world record of 1,281 goals in 1,363 appearances during a 21-year career, including 77 goals in 92 matches for his country. His daughter, Kelly Nascimento, announced his death on Thursday while she kept fans updated on her father's condition from the hospital. Pele had been suffering with kidney and prostate problems in recent years. He had surgery to remove a tumor from his colon in September 2021 at the Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo after the tumor was detected in routine tests. It was readmitted to hospital in late November 2022. Pele is the only player to win the World Cup 3 times, lifting the trophy in 1958, 1962, and 1970. Pele was named FIFA's Player of the Century in 2000. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has declared 3 days of national mourning. Pele was, of course, a footballing legend all over the world. For people in Brazil, it was so much more. President-elect Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who is due to be sworn in on Sunday, said he had the privilege of seeing Pele play, although he added it wasn't merely playing, it was a show. For every Brazilian, Pele meant something. The older generations remembered him as a player. The younger Brazilians were told about his phenomenal skills, but he united people in his footballing nation. Brazil is a country that defines itself by football. During the World Cup, Brazilians are given leave to watch the national team. Pele was cheering them on from his hospital bed, wishing them well in the just concluded FIFA World Cup hosted in Qatar. And so his death coming after the tournament he won 3 times is even more poignant. This past few weeks, Brazilians have had time to reflect on his life, knowing that his condition was worsening. Even people with no interest in football refer to him as the king. He was a footballer that stayed very Brazilian, playing for the Santos for many years rather than playing for clubs abroad. In fact, President Jânio Quadros in 1961 declared him a national treasure, which meant for years he could not be exported to play for clubs abroad. Such was his hero status and importance for national pride. In a country where racism and classism are still so dominant, Pele, a black footballer from a poor background, was an incredible success story. He rarely talked about racism, a stance that he was at times criticized for, but he was championed the power of football to bring the nation together, to give opportunities to even the poorest Brazilians. The greatest footballer of all time has now gone, but his memory will remain forever. On business news, United States President Joe Biden on Thursday signed a $1.66 trillion bill funding the U.S. government for fiscal year 2023. Biden signed the bill, which passed Congress last week while vacationing on the Caribbean island of St. Croix. The funding bill won Republican support in the evenly divided Congress, ensuring easy passage and notching up another legislative win for Biden as he ends his 2nd year in office. Even critics have expressed grudging admiration for the Biden administration's ability to get results as the 80-year-old Democrat closes in on a decision over whether to seek another term in 2024. The bill includes $45 billion in emergency military and economic aid for Ukraine, which is battling a full-scale Russian invasion. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, was in Washington earlier this month to plead for increased U.S. assistance. The bill also features add-ons such as a reform tightening a 19th century law to make clear that vice presidents do not have the power to overturn election results. That is intended to prevent any repetition of Donald Trump's chaotic gambit to avoid conceding defeat to Biden in the 2020 presidential election, including by trying to coerce its Vice President Mike Pence to halt certification of Biden's win. And that's it on the news. To keep up with Allnews Nigeria, kindly follow us on all social media platforms displayed on the screen. We will be back with more news updates. I am Opeyemi Olubemi. Do have a good day.